Hello and welcome to another part of our How We Make Rum in our Distillery series. Today, I'm going to explain how we do step 2 in the process, distillation. That all happens in this room here. At Muddy River Distillery, we have 3 stills. We have Democracy, we have Liberty, and we have Independence over here. And we have Lee. Lee's distilling today. Step 1, we fill the stills with completed fermentation. Once that's done, we then turn them on and begin to heat them. So in this control box right here, Lee is controlling the heat applied to the machine. All right, so when he's doing that, he's gonna heat this liquid up to a boil. In this pot here, we bring our molasses wine to a roaring boil at about 190 degrees Fahrenheit. The magic of distillation is that the alcohol contained in this wine, this molasses wine, turns from a liquid to a vapor at 190 degrees. All right, that's 22 degrees colder than water would boil by itself. When it vaporizes, the alcohol removes itself from the liquid. This vaporized alcohol and water mix rises up into the column. These are 5-plate reflux columns, meaning there's 5 plates inside of this flute-looking thing that takes that alcohol and forces it to recondense back into a liquid and then evaporate again. So at 190 degrees, the steam rises up through the valves of plate number 1 and it enters this zone. Plate number 1 is colder than the pot. So this alcohol vapor, now at around 65%, recondenses back into a liquid and does what it did in the pot. It boils again, now at a lower temperature and a higher concentration of alcohol. The vapor comes out of it, leaving a little bit more water behind, and it enters plate number 2. The water that made it from the pot to plate number 1 and can't evaporate fast enough to continue up the column falls down a series of pipes back into the pot where it's introduced back into the wine. The water keeps going down and the alcohol continues up, and that's what's making it considered a reflux column. All right, so we boil and recondense, each time getting higher and higher in alcohol concentration and lower in boiling point. By the time we go from here at 190 degrees to here, the top of our column, plate number 5, we're now boiling at 172 degrees Fahrenheit, which thanks to science means that we've got an alcohol concentration of 90%. This steam is then allowed to pass across that 2-inch pipe into a tube and shell condenser that we cool with mechanical cooling and water cooling, taking that hot 172 degree steam back to a liquid at 70 degrees where we collect it in what we call a distiller's parrot. These parrot-looking copper pipe contraption things flow the alcohol through the bottom, up the top, and then spill over this inner pipe to then flow to the outer pipe into our vessel. All right, so we collect the alcohol here. It goes from a rust-colored molasses wine at 14% to a crispy, clear alcohol at 90%, crystal clear, smooth and clean, amazing Muddy River rum on the other end. We do this for 18 hours. As we remove the alcohol from this vessel, the boiling point steadily increases. So we start our day at 190 degrees. When this machine achieves a boiling point of 212 degrees Fahrenheit, we are done. We have reached the boiling point of water. Science will tell you there's no alcohol left in this vessel, and we are done with our day. We shut the machines down, we drain them into holding tanks, and we refill them with the next batch of molasses wine to make another round of Carolina rum. This process for us in one 18-hour shift yields around 1,200 bottles of rum, once proofed from 90% to 40%, and then we bottle it. So as we collect the alcohol through our day, we make cuts, we separate the bad from the good, and we take the good stuff, and that's what we make all of our rum with. One recipe of making mash, one recipe of distillation, and then things and stuff to make all our awesome products. So I guess the next part of our series will be proofing and processing the product once it's done in the distillation room. Hope you enjoyed this video. This will link to a playlist of other videos on how we make products, and we'll be introducing those videos down the road. Check out our other playlists on the YouTube channel and come see us for yourself. See how we're making the liquor and try our products in your local liquor store. Cheers. So you've made it this far, you clearly give a f***. In today's video, I will teach you how we do distillation. How? I can't do it. We've So we've completed fermentation. 190 degrees. The process for Muddy River Distillery, that process. This is hard.